So today we're going to discuss about sports news writing. Hello learners, do you have any idea about news or sports news writing? According to Glenn Stout, that a really good sports story provides an experience that approaches the book of experience. It takes you from one place you have never been before and by the end leaves you in another place. Change. So what is sports writing or sports news writing? Sports writing is a form of journalism that focuses on individual athletes and or sports teams. However, sports writing is not just about reporting, as it often entails storytelling and is written as it for a book. Also, sports writing is always based on interviews and the viewing of sports teams and players in actions. There are three types of sports stories. The first one is the advanced story. So when you say advanced story, sometimes called dupe or prognostication, builds up enthusiasm for coming events. It may be one of the three types: straight news story, background story, or prediction. The second one types of sports story is the coverage story. In this is an on-the-spot coverage of an actual game or event. And lastly, the types of sports stories is the advanced coverage story. This includes the information of a coming event as the first part of the story and the information on the past event as the last part of the story. Now, let us discuss the qualities of a good sports writer. The first one is one must know sports, rules, strategy, team and players record. The second one is must attend the games or meet as a reporter, not a spectator or cheerer. Number three, must know coaches and players as intimately as possible. Number four, must observe accuracy. 5. Must be able to take notes quickly without losing the sequence of the play. Number 6. Must be fair and unbiased in reporting, even though he has a favorite team. 7. Must not make comments without supporting them with facts on which they are based, although sports writers have more freedom than any other news writers. Number 8. Must use the specialized language of the particular sports that he is reporting. Number 9. Must avoid sports slang and trite expressions which hack writers use today. He should tell the story in a plain, factual terms that describe the action. And number 10, must bear in mind that he writes for his readers and not for himself. Tips for tip-top sports writing. Number 1. Reporting comes before writing. You must do the hard work of reporting before you sit down to write a story. Remember, sport is one of the most statistics and facts-heavy subject out there. You have you have to have those at your fingertips to write good sports stories. That means you have to find out who has them or to keep track of them yourself. Number 2, don't try to do too much. Find a single focus and stick with it. Don't try to tell someone's life story. It's tough to tell more than one person's story at a time, so avoid the temptation to tell the story of entire teams. Pick a player or two, not the whole offense or defense. Number 3, show, don't tell. Okay, so this is perhaps a bit of clinch, but it's more important that you understand what it means. You have to put the readers in the story. For example, use description and get the details. How? Do your reporting. Number 4, avoid clinch like a plug. If you have heard it before, figure out how to say it another way. For example, he took it to the hole in a gut check game. It's all about the team, Smith said. There isn't any I in team, so I played my own game and took it up and down the floor at 100%. And then let the W's and L's take care of themselves. Number 5, avoid the jock talk. With all ESPN, all the time, this is the pernicious, difficult problem to avoid, but you must endeavor to only use intelligent, meaningful quotes. Suggestions. Some coaches and athletes will feel silence when more thoughtful remarks, so learn to wait for better answers. Don't ask clinch questions. Number 6. Use dramatic story. Telling devices to tell your stories. Use the drama of the sports to write more dramatic stories. Consider literary devices like foreshadowing and etc. And consider storytelling approaches like italic to set off events in a different time and place. Number 7. Don't always write the obvious story. Look for the little known, unmined nuggets on your campus. Look for the stories that people don't know about. Those are the stories people want to read. Number 8. Sports is also news. Just because it's going in the sports section that needs to be soft and squishy and entertaining. Even on the high school campuses, sports each shares of hard news stories that are begging to be told. Number 9, read good sports writing. There is a plenty of bad sports writing out there. Try to avoid it. Find the good stuff and use it as a model for reporting and storytelling techniques. Example, the best sports writing of the year, Sports Illustrated, and etc. The lead sports. This is the getter, the news in a nutshell. The classic 5 W's appears in the sports lead as who won, against whom, by what score, where, and when. Example, the Philippines fought with the steel nerves and refused to be crushed by giants. 55 points might be nipped favored North Korea 87-86 in its biggest triumph yesterday in the Asian Men's Basketball Championship. The knot. The nut of the sports article is the paragraph that summarizes the main conflict in the story. It is the place for vital information that doesn't appear in the first paragraph. And if a reader wanted to stop reading at this point, they should walk away with all the necessary answer. Example, this was the last game of the 2003 American League Championship Series between the Boston and Red Sox and their archival, the New York Yankees, that since 1918 had the Red Sox advance in the World Series, and fans were watching with bated breath to see whether the curse would be broken. This was not to be. The information: who, what, when, where, why, and how. The body of the sports article sounds like a real news article. It includes complete information and details about game. In a logical order, for example, who was the star player? How did the game end? And what was the final play? Of course, don't forget the winning score. The conclusion. The conclusion lets the reader know what will happen as a result of the events described. It does not so in a creative and interesting way. For example, everyone was surprised when the ball landed in Bernice Williams' glove. A collective groan rose up from the Red Sox fans. Their team had lost. The Yankees had won again.